Welcome back to TigerVision News. It is Friday, April 11th, and I'm Gabby.
And I'm Payton.
Just a reminder that, as always, FCA and Teens for Christ will be meeting in the old gym at lunch today. Everyone is welcome.
Now, if you'll please join us for a moment of silence.
Would you please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag? Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This broadcast is brought to you by Local Bank, Steveson Family for Gibson Tag Agency, Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, 222 Injury Lawyers for Gibson Education Foundation, Armstrong Bank, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, New Direction Dental and Sleep Care, G&H Outdoor Services, Zomac School of Music, Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center, Max Drive-In, Tiger's Den, VIP Technology, Michelle Mackey at Chenoweth and Cohen, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sticks Fort Quick Stop and Sticks Wheelie Wash, Lux Hair Co., Ease Old Town Coffee and Eatery, Sticks 4 Mile Stop, For Gibson Family Eye Care, For Gibson Church of Christ, and Harps Foods.
Congratulations to our high school band indoor percussion as they brought home the WGPO Scholastic Marching Bee State Championship on Saturday. Their overall score set a new record for FTG.
The Fort Gibson High School National Honor Society induction ceremony will take place on April 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the high school auditorium. The 2025 new inductees and officers must attend the ceremony. Members, administrators, and families of new inductees are invited to attend.
Summertime driver's education class signups are here, and you have until May 1st to get your name on the list.
And don't forget, along with your name on the list, you must pay your $275 by the deadline to be accepted.
Summer. That is right around the corner. I don't know about you, Payton, but I'm so ready for summer.
Oh, don't worry, I am too.
Any summer plans for you this year?
Mainly hanging out with friends and visiting family. What about you?
About the same for me. Nothing too exciting.
For now, I'm just trying to make it through the rest of the year.
It can be a struggle for sure.
Well, we had our fair share of rain last week. Let's head over to Aidan to see the weekend's weather forecast. Hopefully it's not as rainy as last week.
Hello Tiger Nation. Today for your Friday, we hope for sunny weather and a high topping out at 70. The weekends look great for any outdoor event you have planned. Saturday is in the mid-70s and Sunday will be in the mid-80s. It will be a little breezy throughout the weekend and into Monday where the highest temperatures will drop to the lower 70s. As we look to next Tuesday, the rain chances show back up with a high around 72 and a 30% chance of rain. Wednesday, the rain chances are only slight, but those winds could come back on later to the week. As always, we'd like to thank News on 6 for this week's weather graphics, and now a word from one of our sponsors.
Have you been injured as a result of a car accident? Has your family been impacted by death of a loved one caused by someone else's negligence? Whatever you are dealing with, you don't have to face it alone. At 222 Injury Lawyers, our dedicated personal injury attorneys are here to fight for the justice and compensation you deserve. Call 918-528-0222.
With 7 weeks left in our school year, and the struggles of all those missing assignments shoved at the bottom of your backpack, and the end of school year blues beginning to set in, have you found yourself feeling the weight of assignments, end of year activities, and so on? I know I have. So today I'll be talking to a few people to see what's holding them together as we enter the final stretch of the 2024-2025 school year.
The way I stay organized is taking a bunch of notes in class, and honestly, the only thing holding me together is a lot of energy drinks.
What I currently do to stay organized is I use Google Classroom Calendar. it shows all my assignments, what I need to get done, and it also reminds me of what's late or coming up. And what's keeping me at school is my friends. Like, if my friends were not here, I would not be here. They kind of help me stay on task.
To stay organized, I make a routine and I try to stick to it every week, and my friends help hold me together.
I stay organized by prioritizing my tasks from easiest to hardest, and then I complete them in that order. And the only thing that is holding me together is the thought of graduating and going to college.
Thanks for all the tips, guys. My favorite way to keep up and stay grounded is journaling. It helps me stay organized while keeping in mind the deadlines that are ahead. I'm Payton, reporting for TigerVision News.
I'm not a very organized person, so these tips might actually help.
I think the path to organization can look and feel different for each person, but in the end we all have a common goal to make all the things have a place.
Well, here's the place where we talk about current events. This segment will highlight a current event happening in our community, state, nation, and in our world.
In the fort, last weekend our high school robotics team brought home some hardware from the regional competition in Tulsa. They won the Innovation in Control Award. The team will be competing in Worlds competition April 16th through 19th in Houston. Congratulations and good luck.
In the state, it is that time of year again. State testing is right around the corner. Please make sure you get good rest the night before and eat a good breakfast the morning of your test. These are just a couple of things that research says will get you off to a great start for your day of testing.
In the nation, the NCAA basketball tournament has come to a close this week. On the ladies' side, UConn dismantled defending champs. South Carolina 82-59. This is UConn's 12th national title. On the men's side, the Florida Gators defeated the Houston Cougars 65-63 in a nail-biting game, securing their third national title.
In the world, at least 79 people died and more than 155 were taken to hospitals for their injuries after a roof collapsed at a night spot in the capital of the Dominican Republic early Tuesday.
We will be right back after this.
Hi, this is Tammy Acuff, and you are watching TigerVision News.
Last night, our school held the 8th annual Red White Banquet, where students with outstanding GPA and ACT scores are honored with a ceremony, given a stole to wear at graduation, and of course, food.
If you would like to watch the event, you can look for it here on FortGibsonTigers.tv.
And now it is time for On This Day in History. In 1907, New York Giants future Baseball Hall of Fame backstop Roger Bresnahan became the first catcher to wear shin guards.
In 1912, the Titanic left Queenstown, Ireland for New York. If you don't know how it ended, watch the movie. It was a pretty good show.
In 1943, American helicopter designer Frank Piasecki flew his first single-rotor craft.
In 1968, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the 1968 Civil Rights Act.
History has the ability to build empathy through studying the lives and struggles of others and studying the diversity of human experience. It helps us appreciate cultures, ideas, and traditions that are not our own.
On this day in 2025, as a Fort Gibson Tiger, remember that the past is our heritage, the present our responsibility, and the future a challenge.
And now it's time for the Tiger Sports Report.
Welcome to the Tiger Sports Report. Soccer was good to the Lady Tigers and Tigers over the last few games. The ladies posted wins over Keys 10-0, Inola 3-0, and Tulsa Webster 10-0. They are 10-1 at this point in the season. The guys are on a roll too, posting wins over Dove Science 10-0, Inola 5-1, and Tulsa Webster 11-1. The guys are 6-4 and both teams are peaking as they head into the middle of district games. The baseball guys are still out competing as they battled Verdigris and Victory Christian until the end, but came up short on all 4 district games, losing to Verdigris 12-0 and 11-1, and Victory 11-1 and 19-1. They are at the Tiger Zebra Classic, and we'll give you those updates next week. Slow Pitch had a matchup with number 2 Pryor on Monday and posted back-to-back losses 14-2 and 10-2. Tuesday they had a rubber game revenge matchup with Stigler, and this time they left with the victory 8-7. We will have results from games they played yesterday as they hosted Morris. Today Vian comes to town, and Monday host Okmulgee for a doubleheader. Come out and support our slow pitch team. Golf action had the Lady Tigers and Tigers at the Verdigris Valley Conference Championships on Wednesday, and at the time of this recording, we did not have the results. Today, the ladies are at Cherokee Springs and the guys are at Sequoia State Park. Track results from last week at the Wagner Invitational came in, and Katie Smith won first in the 100 and 300 meter hurdles. The 4x100 relay team took first, with Katie Smith, Mackenzie Culver, Ollie Peters, and Liliana Perez outran them all. Jaden Johnson placed second in the 110 meter hurdles, and Ollie Peters ran second for the 200 meter dash. Today they are at Hilldale. Results next week. Good luck to all our athletes. We'll be right back.
What does family look like? Family is time spent and memories made with the people you love most. Family is loving someone through their ups and downs. It's the communities you build over a lifetime. Family is comfort. Family is commitment. So what does family look like? To us, it looks a whole lot like you. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
And now time to brighten everyone's day. It's Parker's Pawsitive Pause.
Take it away, Parker.
This is Parker's Pawsitive Pause. This is Parker Woods signing off. Come find me next week for more Parker's Pawsitive Pause.
Thanks, Parker. And thank you all for watching this week's installment of TigerVision News. I'm Payton.
And I'm Gabby. See you next time.